throat has had more dick in it than a public urinal. I'll never let her mouth or any other part of her body near me again. When we hooked up at the clubhouse back when I first started prospecting for the MC, it was only supposed to be for a good time. She loved getting passed around and used by all the brothers, like the night I was stupid and drunk. Some things haven't changed for her. Me? Well, I sure as hell learned my lesson. So why am I trusting Marcy to let Ren sleep over with her this weekend with her failed track record? Because he's only 4. He doesn't understand that Mommy is a former crackhead, alcoholic, lying piece of shit. He loves her and misses her, so it wouldn't be fair for me to keep him away from her now that she's well and truly sober. If that's actually the case. At least I made sure she's living in a decent apartment in the good part of town. How do I know? Because I'm the schmuck who's paying $1,000 a month for it, plus all the utilities. I watched the digital readout on the breathalyzer, waiting for it to process the results. Marcy passes with a .00. Thank God. Told you, she says smugly when she leans over to see the results. Don't make me regret this, I warn her with a glower. If you screw this up, I'm done with you for good. You'll never see him again. He'll be fine. Stop being such a grumpy bear, she says with a pat to my shoulder. Then she yells out, Rain baby, are you ready to go? He doesn't like when you call him baby, I remind her before a tiny dark-haired replica of myself comes trudging into the living room. With his duffel bag slung over his shoulder, he looks at Marcy and says, I'm not a baby. I'm almost 5. He even holds up his palm, as if worried his mother isn't smart enough to comprehend the number. Some days I have the same concern. You'll always be my little baby boo boy, Marcy says, before she wraps an arm around his shoulder and leans down to kiss his cheek. My son immediately reaches up to wipe her bright red lipstick off his face and then smears it on his jeans. So maybe he isn't as fond of his mother as I thought he was. He's learning she's not all flowers and sunshine, like she pretends to be on the occasional days she visits him. Sometimes I think my kid is way too smart for his own good. You still want to go and stay with Mom for the weekend? I ask him, just to be sure, or maybe to try and talk him out of it. Yeah, I guess so, he answers with a shrug. We're going to have so much fun, Marcy tells him. And that's exactly what I'm worried about. Call me if you need me, I tell Ren, and point to the watch on my wrist, indicating his own blue plastic one. Not only can we call each other and send simple texts on the LG gadget made for kids his age, but I'm also able to track his location through the app on my phone. That damn watch is going to be the only reason I'll be able to sleep tonight. Love you, Dad, Ren says when he comes up and wraps his arms around my waist. Love you too, buddy, I reply, hugging him back and ruffling his hair when I pull away. I follow the two of them out of the house to grab his booster seat from my truck and put it in the back seat of our car. Have fun and I'll see you Sunday, I tell Ren before I shut the car door, even though I know I won't have any fun while he's gone. Sure, I leave him at daycare Monday through Friday, occasionally with my sister when she's home from school, and Nancy, our neighbor, who babysits for me at nights as needed. After all, it really does take a village when you're a single father. But I don't worry as much about Ren when he's with any of those individuals, probably because none of them have ever shot dope into their arms while they were breastfeeding my baby boy. After I wave goodbye and Marcy drives away, in the car I also bought her, I head back into the empty house that's now far too quiet. Sitting down in my favorite brown leather chair, I pull out my phone to check in with my sister and to see what everyone else is up to. It's a Friday night and I have nothing but free time on my hands. No one to take care of, nothing to cook or clean, no laundry to fold. It's just me and my lonesome. Through a series of texts, Audrey says she's still enjoying her summer break before she starts her last year of college a few hours away at Westchester, an all-girls Methodist university. She visits me and Ren occasionally on weekends, but since she has her own apartment on campus she shares with a roommate, she prefers to stay there year-round. And I like knowing she's safe and sound, miles away from the MC's reach. Even after all these years, I've kept my role in the Savage Kings from her. I'm her big brother who she looks up to. She doesn't need to know how I earn a living. Audrey still thinks I'm a mechanic, fixing cars all day, every day to pay for her tuition. I don't have any intention of supplying her with the truth. Next, I message Torn and find out he's staying home with his very pregnant old lady and kid, which I expected. Coop is working at Avalon, of course, and the rest of the single guys are probably getting drunk and planning to get lucky at the clubhouse. I even call up Maddox, the prospect I've been sponsoring for nearly 2 years, to check in on him.